Hi, friends. Welcome to our first vlog in our brand new home. This is such a blessing, and it's so surreal to be waking up in a living answered prayer. It's just so beautiful. I don't know about you, but my morning essentials are lighting candles in every single room and turning on cozy Christmas music just to set the tone for the day. This is an absolute essential before getting into Bible study, just to feel cozy, warm, and just really bask in the ambiance of a new day. If you follow me on Instagram, then you will know that my current goal right now is to read the entire Bible in the next 90 days. It's an aggressive goal, but it has been changing my life every single day, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm in a season of fiercely and fervently chasing Jesus and giving him my all. And it's been changing my life. I truly feel like a renewed, restored woman, and this is the perfect way to end the year. As of this weekend, I have lost 104 pounds on my own. If you would like for me to share how I lost so much weight, please give this video a thumbs up so I can work on putting together a complete tutorial for you ladies, because I would love to help you out if you're interested.
Hi, cutie. Hello, I want to have a quick little heart-to-heart. I need to level set and recalibrate because, first of all, God has blessed me so much and my husband. We are living in our prayers. We just moved into our brand new home, literally brand new. This is our temporary home for the next year, and then we're going to move into our permanent home. But nonetheless, he blessed us with a home, and he is so, so good. In my pink room, I'm in my shabby chic girly room. It's the beauty powder room, but this is like a quarter of my life. You're going to start to see holistically who I am. I am a God-fearing woman. I love my husband and being a homemaker and a homebody, a cozy homebody. I love reading books so much. I love my Frenchie fur babies. I am a steadfast career woman. I travel for business all the time. I'm obsessed with fitness and nutrition. I have lost over 100 pounds on my own. I work out like every day. I am into holistic living, holistic nutrition, natural, organic living, sustainable living, all those things. But you haven't gotten to see that. Pink me's still here, but there's more to me.
Closing out my thoughts on that last clip, I just want to share that I don't want to be niched down to anything in particular. I just want to share my faith unapologetically. I love shabby chic vintage everything. I love my husband, my Frenchies, my homebody lifestyle, my career. And I just want to share myself authentically, holistically, without holding any aspect of me back out of fear of judgment or not being liked. So you're going to get all of me. I mean, you have been, but I'm definitely going to be a lot more bold about my faith and be very forthcoming about that, because that's what I feel led to do.
Okay, the oven's preheating. I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator to chill. And we'll come back in 30 minutes. I need to know why no one talks about how expensive moving is. Maybe it's because we have all hardwood floors now and we have to buy like rugs, furniture stoppers, all the things. I went to so many stores yesterday just to buy like startup things, and it all adds up. And I just bought a little carpet for our dining room table. I'm like, my pearls, my coins.
I was honestly so nervous about pivoting the pace of my channel because loving Jesus, being Christian, is not cool in 2023. If anything, people are offended by Jesus, and Christians don't even look like Christians these days the way that we're supposed to, with like Christ likeness, because it's not cool. It's not algorithm worthy. It's not aesthetically pleasing, but like I cannot stand in a facade, and I have to stand in my truth that I really do love having a relationship with God. I am not a religious person. I will never be a religious person. If anything, I'm very anti-religion, but I am very much into having a relationship with Jesus and just loving him like he's my father. And that's it. It's that simple. If you're wondering what I do for exercise that's contributed to my 104-pound weight loss, I work out at home. I've been working out at home since the pandemic started, and I love it. I'm a very active person. Even though I work from home and I have a sedentary job, I am very cognizant of how much I move my body. I work out 6 days a week, and I work out for about an hour to an hour and a half a day, and I also go on a 30 to 40-minute walk every single day with the pups. My husband and I take turns, but I'm still getting 10,000 steps a day, period. Like, I don't make an exception to that. But on Sundays, I completely rest my body, my heart, my mind, and soul, and I dedicate that day to just seeking the Lord, being with my family, being in the Bible, being a homemaker, all of those things. But I love working out at home so much. This is the morning I got on the scale and I hit 104-pound weight loss. I was so happy. I do have 1 to 2 cups of coffee a day. This is mid-afternoon, right before lunch. I had a little coconut milk espresso with some coconut sugar, just a little bit. I love having a full caffeinated coffee in the morning, and then midday I have a half cap or even decaf just to tide me over until lunch. And I love making veggie teriyaki stir fries with quinoa for extra protein. It's so filling and so nourishing, and I just love all the flavors you can put together with stir-fried vegetables, and it's very inexpensive to eat this way as well. I do love playing with Thor and Loki on my lunch break, and today I decided to do a little fun project as well, which was updating my prayer board, which I'm going to walk you through right now because I've made some big changes.
There is nothing like a warm, fresh mug of tea in a Christmas cuppy. This is ginger root tea and is so cozy and just grounding, especially at the end of the day. So I have recently lost 104 pounds. As of this morning, I'm almost at 105 pounds down, which is wild. And one of the things I felt, I was like, I want to do an end of the year glow up and like end this year so strong, be my best self. And walking into a new year, I'm like, I need to put this all down on paper. I need to see my vision. And then I went in my office and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have vision boards. And then I felt conviction because I fell into some deception and deceit, and I want to explain what I mean by that. There is nothing wrong with vision boards and having goals for yourself, but it's about the languaging, the heart posture, and the mindset that you're using when you are writing down your goals. Loki came to make an appearance. She said, "Mama." Oh, you're just so anxious, my girl. Okay, one of the things I've been praying on is using the word manifesting. And I'm not judging you, I'm not shaming you, and you should not feel any condemnation from me. That's not my heart's intent. It's really for awareness and wisdom, discernment, understanding. Truthfully, that's my only intent with this whole message right now. Manifesting is not biblical. And it's honestly, in my opinion, a disservice and like a slap in the face to Jesus, because at the end of the day, you are his daughter. You are his baby girl, and he wants to give you everything your heart could ever desire. And so when we say things like, "Ooh, I manifested that. Ooh, I'm gonna manifest this," it's like you're putting yourself before Jesus, and you are saying that you have more power and authority than Jesus himself. As if you could manifest your wildest dreams, your dream house, your dream car, your dream job, as if you had that power, because none of us have that power. Last time I checked, God created all that is. He is omniscient, omnipresent, and he created all that we're seeing, experiencing, touching, you, me, all of it. How could we possibly think that we could manifest anything tangible, material, physical? And so I've had to heart check myself and pray, turn the other way. I will no longer be saying manifest, because at the end of the day, manifesting is a prayer. It's a prayer request. Oh, the devil's trying me. The devil tried me. My battery overheated because I was spitting truth. I don't even know where we ended. All I know is that I feel personal conviction to not use the word manifest anymore. I don't feel right saying that my vision board, that I manifested and created my reality, because at the end of the day, Jesus handpicked me at the beginning of time. He knew I was going to be Ashley. He knew the exact life I was going to live, and he knows how everything is going to transpire. And I do not have the power and the ability to change God's plan, nor should I have that much faith in myself. All of my faith should be in his plan for me, trusting his plan for me. And that is good. He does everything for my good. So how dare I try to change God's trajectory for me and say that I manifested it? Just my own personal conviction. So what I did is, I love a good prayer board, which is what we are rebranding this as, a Christian prayer board, and it's going to be biblically based. So I went on Pinterest and I printed out a ton of really cutie images of things that I love and that I stand for. And I'm going to redo my prayer boards to be biblically based and not to be surface and material. I was chasing financial freedom. I was chasing YouTube growth. I was chasing my own business. I was chasing my dream wardrobe, my dream aesthetic home, all of these things. And these are all things that my heart desires. But I'm going to give this to God and submit all these things to him in prayer. And he's going to take it and run with it. What I'm going to do though, and what I'm going to focus on, my faith. And how can I do that? If I have a vision board of all these material things, why wouldn't I have a vision board of God's life, of God's goodwill, of God's grace? Why not saturate my eyes, my heart, and my mind with the truth of Jesus? So I printed off all these super cute pictures and reminders to make a vision board collage. So I'm going to do that now, and I'm super excited. Also, the biggest takeaway is this was my old vision board, and this is going to replace it as a prayer board. So I do have some of the same sentiment and some of the same images, but it's all biblically sound.
Just a reminder, I'm not judging you. I'm just being here as your friend, just to show you what I'm doing in my life. So take away what you want. You do you. This is just my own personal conviction, and you do not have to be in alignment. I'm just following what I hear God putting on my heart, and it was just to turn the other way on this one and give more to him.
Wait, husband, what do you think of my prayer board?
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful?
Yes. It says a lot about your love for Jesus.
I love Jesus. Here is my prayer board. Updated, refined, biblical, God-centered. And then I have the sticker that said, actually you can. And I said, actually, God can, period. Love if you commented down below what has been your experience with vision boards, manifesting, praying. Do you feel confused? What I want to say is everyone is hungering for something, and the world is telling us that false gods, spirituality, false idols, celebrity culture, all these things are what we're looking for, but they still leave you feeling empty and grasping for more. They still don't fulfill you. You shouldn't have to research and read and learn a bunch of things to know Jesus. Like, the Bible is there, it's simple. So if you find yourself falling into pits where you're buying things, physical things, even crystals, I had to pray, repent, and give up because it's not that difficult. Like, prayer is prayer. Talking to Jesus is simple. That's the truth. It's the way. It's the living life. So if you feel like you're in a season of confusion, just know that so is everybody else. But I pray that you find yourself back into the space of truth and don't fall victim into deception, into false idols and gods and addictions and escapism. Like, bring it all to the feet. Just bring them all to Jesus. Cry, wail out, scream out, get angry, tell him your heart. He already knows it. I think he's just waiting for you to talk to him about it. Okay, let's go do this. Anxiety in my heart and my fears to you, Lord. I just pray that you bless this food and nourish our bodies.
Hi, friend. I'm checking in. I'm checking if you're still here. And if you are, it would mean the world to me if you would let me know, how did you feel about today's video? What did you take away? I know it's a big pivot. I'm still the same Ash. I'm still girly and feminine and shabby chic. I just want to show you the whole picture and not just a quarter of the picture. And I would love to know how that sat with you, genuinely. I ended the night, of course, with the walk with the pups and just taking in the blessings of his glory. Thank you so much for being here, and I cannot wait to see you in next week's video.